What's going on, guys? It's your boy Big Poe. Real quick, man, I was riding and I had a couple random thoughts. I figured I'd pull over and share with you. I feel like life is like a book that comes in chapters. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with embracing the start of a new chapter. You know what I mean? I don't know how many of you guys ever play John Madden or whatever, or any video game. You ever get frustrated with a video game and you don't really want the record, like if say you play a Madden, you don't want the record to stay the way it is, so you lose the game before the game is all the way over. You unplug the game and it won't record the loss on your record. You know what I mean? You walk away with the lesson without having to walk away with the loss. And that's how I feel. I want you to know that your life ain't lost. If you're in the middle of changing a chapter, it don't mean like your past is a loss. I know that me and changing chapters in my life, I've had to unplug that video game, you know what I'm saying, and take the lesson before. You know what I mean? Without taking ultimate loss, even the ultimate loss of my freedom or the ultimate loss of my life, man. Sometimes we got to recalibrate. Sometimes we just find new passions that we want to pursue, you know what I mean? So I just want you to know that life is chapters. I be looking at life sometimes as it'd be like 6-year chapters. You know what I mean? And nobody has control over your life the way you have control. Never forget that you are the one who ultimately is in control of your life. You have the total control of your life. You can pull the plug whenever you want and start things over. You know what I mean? I know back in the day when I felt as though I ain't had a peace with the direction my life was going in, I was rapping and just because deals was on the table and everybody was gun-ho, but guess what? Once I got to the point that inside the inner peace of me, I wasn't feeling gun-ho about the direction that things was going in. I wasn't feeling gun-ho about some of the politics and the bullshit that came along with the whole pursuit of the rap thing. And I definitely wasn't feeling gun-ho about the way I was living, man, and the nonsense I was into. I pulled the plug on that shit, man. I don't care who was mad, you know what I mean? Pulled the plug, man. Start the game over, baby. Start the game over, man. Live the positive life. Married, family, living well, move my family out of the hood. And here we stand today, you know what I mean? Here I am today with the lessons. Without the loss of my life, without continually having to, I had to beat case after case after case after case without having to lose my freedom, you know what I mean? Stand-up guy, paid my lawyers, never ratted on nobody, none of that. You know what I mean? So I think that's where a lot of the respect and the love comes from me at. And also I think a lot of the respect and the love come my way because people admire a leader. You know, when you lead your own life, that's where leadership starts. First being a leader of your own life and your own decisions. And people admire a leader. And now look at me. I was doing gospel for a while. I was going one route in life. I got to the point where some things didn't sit too well with me with that direction that I was going in. And the passion was still inside of me for this raw form of rap music or whatever. I pulled the plug, you know what I mean, after years and years of that. And I'm still positive, you know what I mean, but I've realized that I can still be positive and still bring my message across. I can still be a raw rap professional, but you know what I mean, the way I live is totally positive, man. But when you put that beat on, I'm the meanest guy you want to know, you know what I mean? You turn that beat off, you know what I mean? If I'm not rapping, I'm the nicest guy you want to know, you know what I'm saying? It's total professionalism. So you control things, I control things. Now I plug this plug back in to this rap world. Here I am, it's been, 6-7 months back on your ass. Dropped the Deuces Wild mixtape. Now I'm about to drop my solo June 25th. No explanations, like 17, 18 joints gonna be on that. So that's fire, you know what I mean? I got the passion, bro, and I feel as though I'm in another chapter of my life where one part of my life I was totally street and secular. Then I feel as though I lived another chapter of my life where I was totally super spiritual, you know what I mean, overly spiritual. You know what I mean? But a lot of good came from that. I went to halfway houses, prisons. I went doing a lot of good, man, witnessing to people all over the place, rapping gospel in my music, talking about how the Lord had changed my life and all of that. You know what I mean? Now I'm back on this side. I'm back to the rapping, but now I feel as though I have the perfect balance of the two. I got the spirituality balance, the positive, and I got the cutting edge balance, you know what I mean? The balance of, you know, once we get in this ring, it's like Evander Holyfield walking around as, you know, back when he was boxing, he walked around as the nicest guy, believer, Christian and all that. But once he got in that ring, man, Evander was headbutting you, elbowing you. He was just a nasty guy. And that's me once I get on that, you know, on that track, bro. It's nasty. That's what Big Poe is about. But I just want to encourage anybody out there, man, to lead your own life Being a leader starts with leading your own self. Embrace whatever chapter is upon, whatever chapter you feel, you'll know when it's time for a change of chapter because it'll be on the inside of you. Embrace that new chapter. Life is a book, homie. Go ahead and let your story unfold. Reality check, please.